So here we have the BMW 320i M Sport Automatic Shadow Edition on an 18 plate. We're going to start by having a look around the outside of the car, and then we'll finish up by running through some controls on the inside. We'll start from the front here. The Shadow Edition means that these front lights are darkened compared to the normal 3 Series, as are the rear lights as well. I'm going to work our way down the side of the car first of all, and you can see that it's a 4-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start inside the boot, and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors in the bumper just there. The other element of the Shadow Edition is also these darkened tailpipes. They would normally be chrome. We also have plenty of boot space, as you can see. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, followed by the speedometer, then the rev counter and the coolant temperature gauge. You can see in the middle, the total miles on this car are 1,282. The information above that can be changed by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information, back round to the beginning again. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and on the right-hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. Of course, that's once you paired your phone, and I'll show you where that's done in just a moment. We've also got these plus and minus paddles. That is so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox. So now that we're over on the central screen, you'd pair your phone under the communication heading just there. We have media and radio and satellite navigation as well, but all the movements I'm making, they're all being done using the iDrive system, which is this dial essentially. Turning that dial will take us through the various options. We can push this button down. This also moves to the right, to the left, up and down as well, which becomes handy in certain menus. Speaking of which, we're on the main menu at the moment. You can access menus directly from these buttons just here. But from the main menu, if we want to go into media and radio, we just push the button down. And you can see this car has got DAB digital radio, FM and AM as well. It has a CD player, USB input and Bluetooth audio. So once you pair your phone under this heading, you can not only make and receive phone calls but listen to your music as well. And we also have satellite navigation. Now there's a full video showing this working on our website and on our Facebook page, which is well worth checking out. But essentially, if you want to access a menu to the left, you just jog the dial over to the left and then twist it to highlight the various different options within that menu. It's a very easy system to use. Working our way down, we have the CD player and then dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on either side of the car. Fan speed is adjustable in the middle. Hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures by taking control of the fan speed itself, and you can turn that off at any point in time you wish to, and you'll go back to whatever settings you were on previously. We then have the fully automatic gearbox, to the right hand side of which we have a few driver controls. So the car at the moment is in comfort mode, which is everyday driving mode basically. We can put it in sport, and it will show us up here what we've just done, or back to comfort and Eco Pro. But as an example, if we were in sport mode, the power steering becomes firmer and the accelerator pedal reacts a bit quicker to what you're doing. The whole car just feels sportier. We do have Sport Plus as well, which is exactly the same as I've just described, but what it does, it turns on dynamic traction control, which means that your traction control on the car is slightly more limited, giving it even sportier feel. Should you wish to, you could have the car in comfort, which we're now in, and turn off traction control anyway from that button just there, and that'll turn it off fully. We then have the iDrive system, which we've already mentioned, and in the central armrest, a USB input for the music. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.